Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Smash Chronicle. This time around, we are going to do something a little different. We're going to stray away from the tournament results for just a moment to talk about the gods of Melee and what they mean for the scene. So, let's get right into it. First off, what are the gods? The gods are 5 players in Melee that have stood the test of time and proved to the world that they are the best in the world. Now, you won't see players like Ken and PC Chris on this list. They were the best in the world for their time, but the longevity of their careers was not the same as these players. Plus, the best in the world, it's mainly for a certain specific time period in the history of the game. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Mango, Armada, Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, and PPMD. These are the 5 gods of Melee. All of these players started their careers between 2005 with Mewtwo King, first off, and ending in 2009, and they are still on top of the game today, with the exception of PPMD. But I mean, come on. If PPMD made his comeback, he would still be one of the best players in the world, easily. So what makes these players so special? It is the fact that they completely dominated the game from 2008 to basically today in 2017. It was almost unheard of to hear that someone was beating any of these 5 players until around 2014. They ruled the game and no one was going to tell them otherwise. Now, as time goes on, many of these gods have lost to players outside of the pantheon of the gods themselves, and a player in particular, Leffen, has been basically said he has the same skills as many of the gods, if not better than some of them. But that doesn't mean the gods have fallen off their pedestal, don't get me wrong. It is still rare to see any of the gods outside of top 8 at any tournament they attend. But that begs the question, with so many players catching up and beating the gods of Melee, are they still considered gods? And the answer to that is, of course. The term God has gone away from the meaning of the best in the game or the best in the world. Now, don't get me wrong, these 5 players are still the best in the game, but others have just, caught up. The term God to me is just synonymous with these 5 players. People are starting to say that Leffen is officially a god of the game, and I don't agree with that at all. It's not that he is worse skill-wise from the other gods. He's almost better than some of them. It's just that he isn't part of that group. He didn't come up with the gods. He didn't dominate the game like the gods. He isn't one of the 5 players that took over Super Smash Bros. Melee for the better part of a decade. So of course they are still gods. These 5 players were unmatched at Melee. They have earned their right to that title. Even when the game is long dead and all the gods have retired, they will still be gods of the game. That is just who they are.